Hello, welcome to After the Shoot podcast. I'm here with,
Naima, aka Curly Majesty on Instagram.
and we just got done doing an amazing shoot. It was a really dope concept. We broke down a little bit with what we were gonna do, but trust me, it turned out fire either way. You know, you kind of go run and gun, go with the flow. So yeah, so it was a really dope shoot. I can't wait to see how the photos come out, and we just gonna get right into it. So first off, how long have you been modeling?
So I've been modeling officially about 2 years now, but I've been doing pageants since I was 3.
What's that experience like?
Pageants or modeling?
Pageants.
Pageants is very competitive. So, but if you like a little bit of competition, it's cool because everybody is on their 10 toes, and you get up out there. It's really all about what you do on the stage. So it's not no grimy stuff in the background and what you do in the back. So it's all about what you do to put on a stage. So it's pretty cool.
You feel like you get like when you were doing that, did you get like hater vibes from other people though? Cause I could see there being like even though everybody low key cool, I could see that being one of those things where it's like people low key a little bit shiesty.
Yes, because before I even could talk for real, I was like 4 or 5, and my mom told me that the other moms would be like, "Oh no, it's Princess. Princess is here." I used to go by Princess Naima. So, yeah,
That's nice.
Definitely is shade.
I can see it. Hey, it's like that. It's like that with every industry though. It's always some people that's gonna be hating on you. You know, it's so crazy. I didn't even think about this, but this is how good of a host I am. This actually goes into the topic that I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Which is like, I posted recently on Twitter, and it was basically like talking about how you really can't get down on yourself when like people don't support you, like with what you do, like whether that's a career path, whether that's like, you know, a hobby that you want to get into or whatever. And I just been thinking in my head about like why so many people give up because like they feel like they're not being properly supported with what they do. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
a lot of the times these days it feels like, you know, everybody's like begging for, oh, I need this person to support me with what I do. I need this person to support me with what I do. When at the end of the day, you know, I feel like it's more so, you know, you being confident in you, knowing what you want to do and just going at it. And you really can't get down on yourself for like, you know, the people who support you and who's going to be there for you through, you know, the wave and all that. But I just want to say from your perspective and, you know, your life view of what you do, like, how does like support affect you like mentally and with everything that you do? And
Support is so big for me. Well, at least it was growing up because of like the pageants. My mom was my biggest support system. So any performance I had, she was there. Every pageant, like it didn't matter, dance performance, everything, she was there. So when I moved to Chicago without my mom and my family, I actually have no family here in Chicago. So
wow.
yeah, I had to start make new friends, make my own little small family here, you know, of support. But sometimes even then they're not able to come and support me to every fashion show or to every major thing that I might feel is important or want that support. So I've had to learn how to grow without that like physical support. I know that I have that mental support from them, that support, like even if they're not there, they're the biggest ones in the back of their phone screaming woohoo, you know.
Right.
But I had to get used to not seeing anyone out there specifically for me, and I had to make those people who are out there be there and see me without me having my own little entourage.
Right.
You know, so that took a lot for me to learn.
I love that. I feel like, man, so support is a big thing. I feel like support is a big thing, and everybody has their different opinion on what support is. Like support can be physically there. Support could be as small as like doing something little, like just commenting on something I'm doing online, which, you know, a lot of people take it to heart. Like if somebody's not like commenting on everything that they post, you know, reposting everything they post. But to me, that's not really support because deep down, you know who's there for you. You know who really supports you, and you know who's riding for you through, you know, thick and thin. So
Absolutely.
I just think yeah, it's a big thing. Support is a big thing, and it's crazy. It's crazy, you know, just to think like from where I'm from, just from doing this from like a year, like I feel like the people who support me have been riding with me through the start. Obviously, you got people who was riding with you, but you know when it's like for their own benefit type thing, or like because they want something out of you.
The ulterior motive.
Yeah, so you know that, but at the end of the day, you know who's supporting you. It's crazy because, man, just thinking about it, it's honestly crazy because, like, the show that I actually saw you at. I didn't officially meet you, but I saw you there, and that was the first time I was like, oh, she's raw. I fuck with her on the runway and stuff like that. So I was like, dang, that's crazy. And it's honestly crazy that the name of that show is really what made me come to the show.
Really?
The name of the show was like...
Yeah, support your homies.
Support your homies, yeah. When I saw that, I'm like, man, if I don't go and I see this, it's like almost hater shit. I feel like I'm a hater. And I'm like, I was in Chicago actually doing a shoot. So I'm like, you know what, let me just slide to the show. And I'm actually really glad I came because it was a really, really good show. I was actually surprised. It's so crazy, like, what you can do, like, with just like, you know, a little motivation and just the right people.
Yep.
Like everybody think everything gotta be like glamorous and it gotta be super crazy for it to, but y'all really showed out. Like y'all came, y'all popped out, y'all showed out, y'all did y'all thing, y'all had the crowd engaged in it. It's so dope to see it. It's just raw to be able to like go to something like that, meet a model, and then be able to work with them, and then
that's Chicago at its finest.
That is at its finest though, because Chicago can be gritty most of the time, and when it comes to support, it's a tough thing. It's a tough thing to really like have people around you who really pushing for you, because I feel like in Chicago it's a real crab in the barrel type of mentality too, where it's like I see so many models who like scared to support other people.
Yes.
So many photographers scared because it's like you cool with this person doing the same thing as you as long as they ain't stepping on your toes.
Yep, and taking off your plate, right?
Taking off of your plate and stuff like that. But for me, I feel like personally, no matter what I do, I was an artist actually before I was a photographer.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I could tell that from your artist vibe. You know.
So I've been in like the entertainment industry for a decent amount of time, and just from that experience to going into this experience, I just have the direct mindset that, people know, like, call it what you want, but like ain't nobody fucking with me. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's just what it is. So it's like when I step into my role with what I do, I'm not worried about what this person or that person or this person. I don't care if everybody in the world, 7 billion people want to be a photographer. I know what I bring to the table. I know who I am.
Your work speak for itself.
Yep. And you ain't gonna get the experience. You ain't gonna get the vibe. You ain't gonna get the passion.
Absolutely.
Nowhere else you work. With no one else you work with. Yeah. And a lot of people just don't have that confidence, and it shows with how people support people and how people interact with people daily and stuff like that. So it's crazy, but it's it
definitely is. I feel like the biggest thing that I've learned from like supporting other models is that I was in a modeling group called Picture Perfect through Columbia, and they put me all the way on from coming from Chicago, because that was all modeling. Like they do all modeling, so they give you the connections with photographers, other models, studios, agencies, everything you need. That is exactly what I feel like people in our industry should be doing, rather than like, oh, I don't want to tell them this because they might take this from me.
Right.
Because we can teach each other like that.
People don't even want to give people advice these days. I think people be so scared to be like, oh, you could do this a little bit better, or you should try this, or like, you know what I mean? People be so scared to have like a mentor because everybody wants to do things their way and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's nice to have somebody who not on no hating vibe, but on some like, you could do this a little better.
It's learning. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with learning. The best teachers are the best learners.
Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. But yeah, so it's another topic that I wanted to talk about. Are you big on rap?
Depending on what you asking.
What genre you listen to the most when it comes to
probably
music?
R&B. I'm an old school. My mom older,
so
you
like Alicia Keys, Usher, that type. That's my stuff. I ain't gonna lie. After I seen Usher's Super Bowl performance, I was blasting Usher for like 2 weeks straight. Like I could not stop playing Usher.
No, for real.
I was just in tune with it, but I say that because like I've been real in tune with like, I'm not like a big like person when it comes to like celebrity beef or like people, because they ain't got shit to do with me for real. You know what I mean? Like I'm not big
sometimes
on it.
Sometimes it be juicy though.
It's cool. Don't get me wrong. Like it's cool sometimes. Like I'll watch like a little drama on TV here and there, but like at the end of the day, like I'm not the type to be like, oh, I'm on this person's side, or I'm on that person's side.
Yeah.
But I've been seeing this little beef online with like Kendrick and like Drake and like J. Cole and all that stuff recently, and like not saying I'm picking sides, but I'm over here debating like who's the rawest one out of all three.
Would you say Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake?
Yeah. Who you got?
Dang, that is hard.
It's a tough one.
Cause I feel like if I say one, all the others is still like
they raw, but you gotta. If you had to pick one, this is the only person out of all three of them. You can only play one of their music for the rest of your life. You gotta pick.
Okay, if I can only play one of their music for the rest of my life, then it would be Drake.
Okay.
Cause I listen to Drake more out of all of them.
Yeah, cause you like R&B. You said you like R&B, and Drake.
Artistically, I feel like more clever. I feel like it's Kendrick Lamar. Or J. Cole. I don't know. I can't choose between those two. That's hard.
Mine is, I'm gonna have to go with. I mean, it's a difference though, cause it is different. Like a lot of people are debating. When it comes to rap, I'm picking J. Cole all day. Yeah. J. Cole, cause like, man, I just be relating to the stuff he say. I love like his delivery, all that stuff. But when it comes to music in general, I gotta pick Drake.
Exactly.
Like I got to, cause like. You know, it's cool to say, oh, Kendrick or J. Cole. But when it come down to it, if I want to go get lit, I'm not playing either one of them. Like, realistically, like, I'm not finna, I don't want to be listening, not to be mean and number, I don't want to be listening to Kendrick in the club. I'm not trying to think too much.
It's too in my feelings.
Right, like, you drunk listening to Kendrick, you gonna be overthinking your life and shit.
That's true, that's very true. But that be my vibe, though. I be ready to party, getting ready to that type of shit. So
really? Yeah, I mean, you could get ready to it, but like, when you get to the club, do you really want to like...
Yeah, very true.
You know what I mean? So that's my opinion. I'm going to have to go J. Cole. I'm going to say Drake for, this is just for rapping. J. Cole, Drake, and then Kendrick.
Okay.
But, you know, who knows with this little beef they got going on. Maybe
they need to just do a rap off.
Just do a rap off. Like
how they used to do. You remember during COVID, it's Ashanti and Keisha Cole.
Oh, you talking about those verses?
Yes.
That would be
They need to bring that back because they be beefing. They just need to put it all in the rap.
I think they got too much pride to do that though.
For real.
I feel like all those artists they be having too much pride to do that type of thing. They remind me of some of the people out here who be like wanting to be on that mystery shit. Like, oh, that shit be irritating me, bro. Like a person will be like delete their whole page and post like one little post with like a caption. Fuck everybody. I don't care about nobody no more. You'd be like, is they talking about me? What did I do to you, bro? Like, just all against everybody.
Like nobody asked me nothing. I'm like, oh, okay.
How you done deleted your whole page and just got to beefing with everybody who don't support you? Yep. Like, man, 100%. I don't know, man, but I'm over. That's why I'm just over like the mystery shit too when it comes to artists and creatives and all that. I used to be somewhat like that, not really a mystery, but like so much to myself. But like the more in depth I get with my craft, I realize like the best thing that you could do is go out and network and get to know people and keep working with new people and stuff like that and not be so stingy, with your energy and stuff like that. I mean,
and your personality, people want to get to know you.
Yep, and don't get me wrong, like you do gotta protect your energy. Yeah. Like you can't be letting everybody in your circle because some people will abuse. They will abuse you to death if you allow them to. But, you got to really protect yourself, but still be open to get out and, meeting new people and, working with new people and expanding your craft. And you don't do that being bottled in, with yourself and stuff like that. So, yeah. How long we into this?
We are 15 minutes into it.
Okay. All right. I just need some water real quick.
No, you good.
What other topics do I have? You got anything you want to talk about?
No, I'm not good.
She said, I'm not good with coming up with
stuff on the spot.
Coming up with stuff on the spot.
You give me a day, I got you with a whole list. I'm a writer, so.
You're a writer? What type of stuff you write?
Creative writing. So I love fiction, like making shit up.
Hold up, you mean like storytelling, like books and stuff like that?
That's my favorite. Storytelling, like making stuff up. Yeah,
that's so cool. What type of stories have you came up with?
I've done one where like me and my mom took shrooms and we went outer space, like we thought we was in outer space and stuff like that.
Did you actually take shrooms when you wrote that?
No, but I did take trips with my mom one time. Yeah.
What type of relationship you got?
It was like really small. It was a chocolate bar. I was like, Mom, try it.
I can't do it, dude. I'm gonna just tell you from experience, I can't do nothing that has to do with drugs.
Really?
Bro, I smoke weed and I turn into a different
So
human
you're like
being.
paranoid?
Dude, I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it is, but like, I'm one of those people where I cannot do any drugs. Cause like,
Really?
when I smoke, I kid you not, like, I don't even know what happens. Like, my mind just goes somewhere. You would think I'm a crackhead or something, like dead serious.
Well,
like,
I guess that's a good thing then, because
No.
you're not supposed to do drugs. So, I mean.
It's not a good thing. Trust me, because I will do some stuff that I will come out of my high and regret, like for real. So I don't know how people do it. Like I don't
What about
get it.
alcohol?
I could do alcohol.
Okay.
I'm not a heavy drinker.
Yeah, me either.
But like I drink. I'm like a social drinker.
Same.
Like I'll drink if I go out, but you're not gonna catch me sad listening to R&B,
With a little,
drinking.
I mean, maybe a little glass of wine here and there.
Here and there, but yeah, I'm not the type to really just be gulping down alcohol every single day. And if you are, you need help.
Yeah,
Just a tad bit. It's
a
not
bit
that
of
big of
AA.
a problem. But what else did I want to? I wanted to. You know what? This is just an idea that I had, and this is something that I want to put into perspective. So I'm gonna look at the camera when I say this. I want to put after. I'm gonna say this because I was inspired by watching. I've been inspired by going to a couple different fashion shows. So what I really want to do is I really want to put together like my own fashion show. Like, but the only thing is I need designers. I need mainly designers. I got the models down. I got, the photographers down. I got all that stuff down. But I really need designers. I need like people who want to, help me coordinate it. Obviously like a venue and stuff like that. So we gonna put that together and I'm gonna bring that vision to fruition. I promise you. Either this year or early next year. We gonna figure that out.
Hold them to it.
Hold me to it. You can hold me to it. But that's pretty much it. We talked about what I wanted to talk on. I don't want to make this too long. I want to talk your ears out. I know we gotta go and get to driving in this traffic. And that's gonna be terrible. But we'll figure it out.
God, yeah.
It was nice shooting with you. I can't wait for them to see the art and. Yeah.
It's definitely going to be fire. Shoot with, how do you pronounce it? Is it SZN, season? Or is it?
Season.
I knew it was. I just didn't want to say it and not be sure. Be sure to shoot with season and stay tuned in on the podcast.
Peace.